Time in over a month before a home. 3, 2, 1. Catching up for the first time in over a month before a home game for the Taylor women's basketball team. We are now joined by head coach Jody Martinez. Let's see, the last time that you had a home game, Georgia had not won a national title in football in like 40 years. I was 33 years old, and the Bengals had not gone to the Super Bowl since like the 80s. So a lot's happened since your last home game here back in December.
Yeah, it's been a year. Haven't seen for a while, Rick.
Yeah, that's right.
It's been a year for the ages. It's been challenging. It's hard to believe that this is the year we've had on and off the court, and I just pray and hope that this team has learned how to overcome the challenges of life and things they face with adversity in their own lives and within as a team. I think we've learned a lot about the game of life, and I think that's probably more important if we look at that perspective. We're all competitors. We all want to win, but it's been a challenging year when we've had inconsistent practices with personnel. Just like yesterday, we're trying to get ready for a game today, and two of your kids that play a lot didn't practice. It's hard. Chemistry's hard, but I love their effort. I love coaching them. But the results of our season kind of symbolizes what we've been through.
Has that been the most difficult part this season, do you think, of that? You see the talent, we see it in flashes and in bursts. Has that been the most difficult thing, is that there's, for different reasons, on and off the floor, sickness, health, we could be here 3 days listing all the reasons, that it seems to be, once you clear another roadblock, there's another roadblock dropped right in front of you and your team.
I think you just said it best right there with the roadblocks kind of perception. This is my 31st year of coaching of all time, of all sports, especially with basketball, 31 years of basketball. I have never had a season like this, and so I'm learning how do I continue to motivate daily. Like game prep today, I mean, what if the trainer says those two can't go? Well, you really don't have time for plan B and plan C. But you do the best you can, and just you have faith in your kids, and you try to motivate and push them to their maximum potential. And no matter who's on the court, I have high expectations, and the girls know that. I'm gonna have high expectations. Whoever shows up to practice and shows up to the game, and we're gonna make the best, even though the scoreboard may not be in our favor, which it hasn't much this year. And that's unfortunate because we do have great talent, we have great kids. But I'm a big believer you have to have a chemistry. You got to play as a unit. You got to read each other. And when you play college basketball, you got to read and react to what defenses do, what other teams' game plans are. You got to read and react to that stuff. And if you don't practice that together as a cohesive group, it's going to look like we're stagnant at times. And right now I feel like we're up to almost 25 to 30 minutes of basketball. I still think we're about 2-3 weeks behind everybody else, which is too late to catch up. So we're refocusing. We're refocusing to February. We're going to play 1 month of basketball. I think we can make a good run. I still think I believe in this team that we can finish second or third. Right now we're tied for third in the loss column through all the stuff we faced. That's amazing to say that. But we're tied for third in the loss column, not in the win column. Because of COVID and other reasons, we've lost a lot of conference games not to be played. And in our conference, the athletic directors voted not to make them up. And that really hurts teams like us that need those games, especially in that mix was 3 home games we should have had played, and we didn't get to play them.
Let's talk about the switch now, going to winning percentage. That's how it was a year ago, but people are still making a lot of games up. So has that changed anything with you, knowing that a direct win might not vault you over somebody because of winning percentage and all the different things? How does that change your approach to things, or does it?
It doesn't until the last day. That's the bottom line. You got 3 weeks of basketball. You have 6 games left. The winning percentage is not my issue at all. It's just take care of business. Our goal is to be the best team by tournament. Our goal is to win the tournament and go from there. And so that's our mindset. That's our journey. And that's what we came in after Christmas break. That's what we've been focused on. And right now we're 3-1 with that new focus, even with the interruptions, the roadblocks, whatever you want to call it. We're 3-1 since the new attitude to how we're going to finish the season. And so with 6 to go, our goal is to take care of today, and then we refocus tomorrow for the next opponent.
Well, before we focus on today, let's go back to Saturday really quick. You put a lot of people on notice going down there to Marion, the 6th-ranked team in the country, had them down 9 late in the third quarter. Marion eventually uses a 14-0 or a 16-0 run there in the fourth quarter after you'd push the lead back up to 6 to come away with the victory. What led to those struggles, particularly there in the fourth during that big run?
Well, like you said, we got up 9 late in the third, and then they scored right before the end of the third. So it was like you said, it was a 16-0 run, 14-0 run to start the fourth. We began the fourth missing a layup, missing a 10-footer, missing a 3, back-to-back turnovers, and they converted on all of them. And so that momentum, now we're tight. Players are overthinking. They're not relaxing anymore. Now it's kind of too late because those 5 didn't come out at all in the third quarter because we played one of our best basketball ever. We had a great flow with that group. We didn't have one team foul in the third quarter. We shut them down to 8 points. It was perfect. I mean, it was majestic. It was just beautiful. And then the fourth quarter, we just kind of, like I said, we missed a few shots at the beginning, became tight as they were hitting their shots. They had a kid off the bench who hadn't played at all a week before at Wesleyan in overtime. They only played a few minutes in Grace game, and she comes off the bench and scores 13. She was the difference maker. You know, credit them. They had players hit shots in the fourth quarter. We did not have players hit shots in the fourth quarter.
Let's look ahead to tonight's opponent, Mount Vernon Nazarene, a team that had a real tough loss at their place back early in the season. Game moved up opposite because of the snowpocalypse rolling in here in about 36 hours. How do you try to come away with a win in a game that you dominated at their place until the last couple of minutes where Mount Vernon came away and took away the W?
Yeah, it was one of those frustrating games, just like Marion. I mean, we're up 5 going in the fourth quarter, and then we had unfortunate missed layups again. Our post players missed almost 30 shots within 5 feet that game, and you're still up 5, which, like I said, it spurts. And then we had a stretch where we had 3 straight turnovers, and they converted. And once again, it's the people you rely on, and they just didn't get it done. And Mount Vernon is very good. I'm going to tell you right now, it's a tough matchup. They play a lot of guards, and they all can shoot to 3. The guards can. They do a lot of dribble drive 4-1, so we have to be disciplined on our shot selection. We have to take care of the ball. And the live turnovers was what hurt us against them last time, and that's what hurt us on Saturday at Marion. And we got to learn from it if we're going to make a run for February.
Jody, thanks for the time. Good luck tonight. Enjoy the first home game in over a month.
Yeah, thanks, Rick. It's good to see everybody.
Best One Tire and Auto Care Upland is proud to support Taylor University Athletics. Located at 148 South Main Street, Best One is open 6 days a week. Owner Mike Pearson and his staff offer replacement tires from brands like Bridgestone, Firestone, and Goodyear. Customers can also shop for tires from the comfort of their home by using the online tire finder. When it's time for mechanical repairs, Best One's ASE certified technicians can perform a wide range of services to get their customers back on the road. And those same technicians can do repairs on fleet vehicles as well. Taylor Athletics says thank you to Mike Pearson and everyone at Best One Tire and Auto Care Upland.
It's true. Many of us spend more time thinking about what's for dinner than thinking about retirement. But if you think your retirement needs deserve more attention, we agree, and we'd like to help. Your local Edward Jones financial advisors, Ryan Jones, Mark Sieglin, and Rob Sisson, can help you get started today. They are proud corporate partners of Taylor University Athletics. Edward Jones, making sense of investing.
Greek's Pizzeria in Upland opened its doors in December of 2017. Over the years, there have been more than 140 Greeks opened across the country, with 24 Indiana locations. When it comes to pizza, Greeks offers customers the option to create their own pizza or to try one of Greek's specialized pizzas. Greeks uses fresh, homemade, hand-tossed dough, Greek's Italian sauce, select blended cheeses, gourmet toppings, and the same method of preparation since the first restaurant opened in 1969. The kitchen can also whip up a sandwich served on fresh French-style bread, or it can put that sandwich into a pizza shell wrap. Customers can also add breadsticks or French-style bread as a side item. Greeks also offers a selection of salads and assorted dressings as well. Greeks is located just off Main Street in Upland and is a proud supporter of Taylor University Athletics. Greek's Pizzeria. It's our taste.
41, Sage Brandon. Also at guard, 5'6" freshman, number 4, Emily Walker. At guard, /4, 5'9" junior, number 10, Riley Peru. At guard, 5'6" junior, number 15, Maggie Coe. And at center, the 6'1" senior, number 21, Lily Krieger. The Cougars are coached by Amanda Short and assisted by Alex Stewart and Matt Manley. And now fans, get on your feet for the starting line for your Taylor Trojans. Starting at guard, 5'6" senior, the Barnesville, Indiana, number 3, Meredith Decker. Senior from Seymour, Indiana, number 10, Lauren J. And forward, the 6-foot senior from Noblesville, Indiana, number 12, Kayla Gertley. And guard, the 5'8" sophomore from Wright Ridge, Michigan, number 24, Lacey West. And at forward, the 6'1" sophomore from Marion, Indiana, number 43, Taylor Westgate. Your Trojans are coached by Jody Martinez and assisted by Cassie Wise.
So there's the Trojans starting lineup, their first home game since December 16th. Because of COVID cancellations the last couple of weeks, they've lost 4 games before playing the 2 games a week ago, both on the road. First at Goshen, and then on Saturday at Marion. The Trojans led by 5th-year head coach Jody Martinez. Under the direction of Martinez, the Trojans in 70 home games are 63-7, and only 5 different teams have defeated the Trojans in now the 4+ years that head coach Jody Martinez has been leading the squad. Lily Krieger against Taylor Westgate. MVNU spins it around to the far side, and Riley Peru. Sage Brandon got the ball away from a pesky Lauren James. Her bank shot off the high glass was too strong, tapped by Westgate, and rebounded by the Trojans' Clacy West. Taylor from left to right on their first possession. They have purple numbers and purple letters trimmed in gold. MVNU in the road blues, they have white numbers and white letters. West defended by Brandon, who sags off for a little bit. Kirtley fires it high into Westgate. A double-double machine, spins, left-handed layup, catches the front rim, and rolls down for Taylor Westgate. The talented sophomore from nearby Marion, Indiana, had 10 of her 14 in the third quarter on Saturday. Long 3 right side missed by Emily Walker. Picked up off the floor by the Trojans. West shot out of a cannon up the near side of the floor. Westgate fakes a 3, and she'll swing it near side to West. Trying to get around Brandon. Brandon went for the back tap. She missed, but the layup was missed from point-blank range by West, and the Trojans should be up 4-0 right now. Near side Peru. Kirtley cuts her off on the near side wing as MVNU moves from right to left in blue. Peru defended by Kirtley and the Taylor man-to-man. Walker just missed a 3 her last time down the floor. Gives to Brandon. Catch and shoot 3 ball. Near side swish for Sage Brandon. The Trojans playing bad defense on the 40% three-point shooter. Didn't get a hand in her face. And MVNU's first basket gives them an early 3-2 lead, 1.5 minutes into the opening quarter. James far sideline. Deckard holds the ball over her head, defended by Walker and the MVNU man-to-man. Near side pass, West fires a 3 off the near side rim, goes up off the top of the glass, and it's hauled in by MVNU. Quickly up the floor, no one guards Peru, but she couldn't haul in the pass. She gathers it in, turns, and throws it in off the high glass. A quick 5-0 run for Mount Vernon Nazarene. They lead by 3. James was held in check. When these teams met, it was a 5-point Mount Vernon Nazarene lead in a game that Taylor led by 5 going to the 4th. Another gamble by Brandon. She misses again, and this time West makes her pay, connecting on the layup. Taylor back to within 1. Second time that Brandon's gone for the steal on West. She has not gotten either of them. And now West tries to draw an offensive foul on Brandon. A rainbow 3 is swished from the 3rd leading scorer in the Crossroads League, Maggie Coe, who connects on 36% of her 3-point shots. A 2-for-3 start from deep for MVNU, and they lead by 4, the biggest of the early going. Westgate fakes, driving on Krieger, tucks that shoulder, left hand off the glass, and 1 coming for Taylor Westgate. First on Krieger, 6'1 senior out of Archbold, Ohio, the same hometown as Taylor assistant coach Cassidy Wise. Westgate to the line, shooting just 53% from the line in her sophomore campaign. Front rim, off the glass and home. 5 early points for Westgate, and that draws Taylor to within 1 after the three-point play. Deckard goes jumping for the steal. She'll deflect it out of bounds on the long-range pass as Mount Vernon Nazarene tried to connect with the junior guard, Maggie Coe. Averaging almost 17 per ball game is Coe. And again, that's third best in the Crossroads League this season. It's an 8-7 MVNU lead. Both teams have made 3 of their first 5 shots. The difference right now, MVNU has made 2 threes. The Taylor Trojans have not made any. Quick move, Brandon, left hand aggressively against James. Overpowered her, but she couldn't get the bounce on one that was halfway down and then danced out. Taylor trying to regain the lead 3 minutes into the opening quarter. They trail 8-7. They led briefly at 2-0. West, perimeter left in front of the Mount Vernon Nazarene bench. Deckard comes off of a screen. Walker able to trail. Westgate tried to go in, poked away nicely and stolen by Peru. 2-on-1 MVNU. Walker threw an extra pass back to Peru. She spun through 2 Trojan defenders, got caught in the arms of 2 different home players. And it's a foul and a shooting foul coming from Mount Vernon Nazarene.
Trojan foul number 12, Taylor Kirtley. That's her first.
Guilty party Kirtley her first. And a 2-shot trip here for the junior Riley Peru. Shooting a magnificent 89% from the free throw line this year. Her first one is good with 1 more to come. That's 3 for Peru, ties with Coe for team high honors. 3 different players have scored. 3 for Brandon, now 4 for Peru. She takes over that lead. And that's a 3-point Mount Vernon Nazarene lead. The Trojans break the soft press, finding Westgate up the near sideline. Picks up the bounce, waits for reinforcements, and hands out to James on the near sideline. Coe comes out to defend her. James with Coe and Koblenz holding her in check back earlier in the first semester. Clacy West takes advantage with a hand down and buries a 3. 5 for West in the quarter, tied at 10. Driving beautiful Euro step Coe, but her banker was too hard off the glass. Peru fights the rebound away from 2 different Taylor players. Brandon near the near sideline. Her rainbow 3 off the back of the rim. Kirtley goes soaring up for the board, and the Trojans bring it up with 6 minutes remaining in the opening quarter, looking for the lead once again with the game level at 10. Walker guards Deckard out near the volleyball line. Near side corner, Kirtley bullets one into Westgate. Pass was off target, stolen by Brandon, and she'll glide to the front court on the second first quarter Taylor turnover. Whipping near side, Walker, a rainbow 3 from the lefties off the right side of the rim long. That's an 0 for 2 start for Walker from deep, and it's still the game still level at 10. They leave West open again. Brandon with her hand down. She did that multiple times a couple of years ago against the deadly Becca Books, and Books made her pay. This time West cannot cash in again on a gift. 10 all as we approach the halfway point of the opening quarter, and a beautiful sidewinder 3 from Riley Peru. Hits nothing but nylon. 7 first quarter points for Peru, and MVNU goes back in front by a triple. 3 of 6 start for Mount Vernon Nazarene. Taylor is 1 of 3 from downtown. Stop and start James off the glass with a left-hand floater, and Taylor back to within 1. Nice little stop and start. Change of direction and pace for James. Now Walker tried to take her to the rack. Outside to Peru, who measured a 3, got around Kirtley. Lefty floater off balance. Will bang in off the back of the rim. 9 first quarter points for Riley Peru. She's almost matched the Taylor total by herself. 3-point MVNU advantage. Peru has not missed a shot. 3 of 3 from the floor. James pulls and hits from the free throw line. And the 2 teams trading blows. Nobody gets back on defense for Taylor, and Peru's got 11 here in the opening quarter. And it's back to a 3-point Mount Vernon Nazarene lead as the Cougars continuing to pour it on. They are now 6 of 12 from the floor shooting to start. Bad pass by James. She telegraphed it. Peru jumped in front, trying to go end-to-end. Euro step, and she'll get the basket as James reached in and got her on the hands. Peru with 13 first quarter points, and with the and 1 free throw here, can match Taylor's output here in this opening quarter. This to match the Trojan points in the quarter. Peru's got 14 on a perfect 5 of 5 shooting. Just a terrible pass by the Trojans, their 3rd turnover. And Peru knocks down the free throw, no surprise, 89%.
And the Trojans go to the bench, bringing in some subs. It is the Riley Peru show here in the opening quarter. She's got 14 points. Taylor has 14 as a team. And Mount Vernon Nazarene has a game-high lead of 6. As West and Decker, the only starters remaining on the floor for Taylor. Jillian Oswald, Gretchen Mall. Shot went in, West tapped around. She got her own miss on the baseline. Wraps to the right block, and Dale, who heaves it up and knocks it home. So Dale comes right in off the bench and gets a deuce. Taylor back to within 4. Walker remains on the floor for MVNU. Katie Sprang makes her first appearance here for Mount Vernon Nazarene. Walker with the miss. Oswald with the rebound for Taylor. West perimeter right, looking Mall's way. Good front by Koblenz. Mall goes up to get it. Floats it right side or left side to Dale. Catch and shoot 3. 5 in a row for the sharpshooter Ariel Dale. And just like that, the Trojans trail by 1, 20-19 on a personal 5-0 run from Ariel Dale. Taylor leaves Koblenz open. Her 3 barely grazes the rim. Good hustle by Sprang to out-hustle the Trojans and get the miss and turn around and put it in for a deuce. 22-19, the Mount Vernon Nazarene lead. They've led for the majority of this opening quarter. It's been an offensive spurt from Ariel Dale. She scored the last 5 for Taylor. Deckard to West on the high left side. Mall's got her defender pinned inside. Gretchen took her eyes off of it, and it went off of her hands and out of play. Sage Brandon back in for Mount Vernon Nazarene. It was Sprang who came in to spell her. That should have been an easy 2 for Mall down low. Just took her eyes off the pass. And the 4th turnover gives it back to MVNU. They lead by 3, 22-19. And they have yet to turn it over here this afternoon. Sprang, Koblenz, drives around Mall, poking at it was Harrison. Peru up top, open 3 look from Walker is rattled home. Walker coming off of a 4 for 8 3-point shooting performance in the win over Huntington Saturday, knocks down her first here. And after the Trojans had cut it to 1, it's a quick 5-0 run for MVNU, and their lead goes back to 6. 25-19, the Mount Vernon Nazarene advantage with 2:08 left to go in quarter 1. Here's a Dale 3 again, and she's got 8 straight for the Trojans coming off the bench. Dale's yet to miss a 3, and can Taylor get a stop as they cut it back to a possession? Koblenz, beautiful wait for the defender to fly by. Taylor taps the ball, it's Dale again, and the Trojans intercept. Oswald bringing it up from left to right. Taylor down by 3. The closest they've been has been 1 in the last few moments. Decker just weaves through defenders and scoops it home with the right hand. Shades of her freshman year when she slalomed through this same Mount Vernon Nazarene team. Brandon on the near side. Koblenz open. Won't let her fly from 3. Koblenz 0 of 8 from distance. Driving Peru. Beautiful back tap Dale, and it's stolen away by Mall. Taylor down by 1. Deckard from the parking lot for the lead will go off the right side of the rim as she was just a few steps inside the volleyball line. Sprang end-to-end on Harrison. She'll draw the contact and throw it off the glass too strong. And it's a 2-shot trip here for Katie Sprang. Third one on Taylor here in the half, or in the quarter, excuse me. (25-24), make it 26-24, and the first free throw good for Sprang. Taylor already 8 points above their first quarter average as Sprang, 80% free throw shooter, gets the friendly roll. She's got 4. And Taylor back down by 3 as they try to work on the full court press of MVNU. Mall out, Westgate back in on the Taylor 5. Oswald, left side high, West, a contested 3, halfway down, and it rattles out as that one would have tied the game at 27. 50 seconds remaining in the opening quarter on a blistering shooting performance for MVNU. Elizabeth Monk has entered for Mount Vernon Nazarene, a head fake from Koblenz, and she moved her feet. And that'll give the ball back to Taylor, the second turnover of the night here for Mount Vernon Nazarene. The Cougars shooting 57% from the floor. The Trojans at 63%. The difference right now is 1 made 3 for MVNU. Then they made 4. Taylor has made just 3 of them. 2-3 zone for the Cougars. Second time they've gone to it here this afternoon. Harrison enters to Westgate. Beautiful spin. She got hacked on the back of the arm, and that one goes against Sage Brandon, her first.
Cougar foul number
27-24, the Mount Vernon Nazarene lead. With 14 coming from Riley Peru. No one else with more than 3 for the visiting Cougars. First free throw from Westgate is short off the front rim. West with 5 points on just 2 of 7 shooting. Westgate 2 of 2 from the floor, makes the second freebie. She's got 6 points, and Taylor is down by 2, 27-25. Shot clock turned off here in the opening quarter. Moving screen on Koblenz, and that's back-to-back miscues by her. First the travel, and now the offensive foul, trying to get Ko open on the right side. And now Taylor can hold for the final shot with 21 seconds left, and Lauren James coming in and replacing Oswald. Deckard, the sharpshooter, comes in to replace Harrison. So Taylor down by a deuce, 27-25. With 20 seconds left to go in the quarter, they've trailed by as many as 6 here in this opening stanza. Trying to hold on to the onslaught of Riley Peru, who has scored 14 of the 27 for Mount Vernon Nazarene in the quarter. Sprang defends James, trying to get a step-back 3. She'll fire here from straight away. Bangs it in off the back of the rim with 2 seconds to go in the quarter. And that's how the first will end, with a tying 3-ball from Lauren James. 7 for the All-American, and after 1 quarter of play, it is 28-27 Taylor. They actually have got the lead as we head to the second quarter here on the Trojan Sports Network.
When you need the fuel to be your nephew's #1 fan, Holiday Inn Express. We're there, so you can be too.
Ivanhoe's has been serving Taylor students since 1965, when Ivan and Carol Slane purchased the restaurant. Located on Main Street, Ivanhoe's is less than a mile from the Taylor campus and is open 7 days a week. The menu features choices for lunch, dinner, as well as 100 different milkshakes and sundaes. Customers can find other dessert items as well. The staff is proud to support Taylor University and appreciates the support of Ivanhoe's through the years.
Offense aplenty in the opening stanza. Taylor leads 28-27 after the James 3-ball to end the quarter. Taylor shot 65% in the opening stanza as Decker tried to go to the backdoor, cutting Clacy West. Mount Vernon Nazarene at just 57%. West, left corner 3, good look, as she had a little bit of an opening. It hit off the rim and then hit off the basket support. And that'll send the ball back to the Cougars of Mount Vernon Nazarene. West just 1 of 5 shooting from 3-point distance here tonight, but she has had a lot of good looks, including one that was 3/4 of the way down and did not drop. Walker, Ko, defended by Deckard. Off balance 3 left side, off the left side of the rim. Kirtley will haul in the miss as Ko misses her first 3 of the evening. James, Kirtley, Westgate, West, and Deckard, the Taylor 5 starters, start quarter 2. Hand check here on Emily Walker. She had the right hand out, and James went right into the contact and drew it. The 5 for Mount Vernon Nazarene to start the second quarter. Elizabeth Monk, Riley Peru, Maggie Ko, Lily Krieger. I'm trying to see who that last. Oh, it's Emily Walker. Beautiful spin, Westgate, and she'll lay it home with the left hand as she took Krieger to the rack. 8 for Westgate, and Taylor's lead is up to 3 at 30-27. Deckard around a screen, out to the volleyball line, and Emily Walker. Open look, right side, Riley Peru finally misses a shot after making the first 5 from the floor for Peru. And here comes Taylor the other way, leading by 3. Low entry pass, Westgate keeps away from Krieger, out to Kirtley, whose 3 is off target right in the back of the rim. Off the floor, the ball scooped up by Riley Peru. She'll glide to the front court. West picks her up, and she'll pitch it outside to Walker. Around the Krieger screen. She'll dump it right off to Meredith Deckard, who plays for Taylor University. Second turnover for Mount Vernon Nazarene. She'll find the cutting West, almost dribbled off of her knee, looking for help, lobs it into Kirtley, over two defenders. She can't throw it in off the left side glass. Monk will rip it down, and now it's a 3-on-3. She's got Coe wide open, catch and shoot three, trying to lean into it, and she knocked it in as Coe gets her second field goal of the day. And that ties the game at 30, 2 minutes in here to the quarter. Kirtley pops, low pass, West hauls it in. Deckard coming off of a screen, trailed by Walker, and Taylor can't get the ball to her. Free throw line, Westgate fakes and drives, spins on Krieger, double team there, throws it up off the glass as Westgate might have rolled an ankle. Pops back to her feet, looks to be okay. Monk weaving, travels as she couldn't keep that right pivot foot down. Third turnover for Mount Vernon Nazarene, and here comes Ariel Dale in for Taylor, replacing Clacy West. Sage Brandon, their defensive stopper, comes in for MVNU, spelling Walker. After a couple of back-to-back turnovers by the Trojans, led to some easy points for Mount Vernon Nazarene when they built that 6-point advantage. Taylor has calmed it down to the turnover department. Deckard had a sliver of space for a moment, but Brandon able to fight through. Westgate spins, left block, trying to go up and under on Krieger. Good job by Krieger. She'll block the shot, and the rebound is scooped up by Riley Peru. Westgate struggled, took 27 shots when these teams met earlier this season and made less than half, trying to find her rhythm here. Krieger on the other end, tried to go up and under, and this time she gets it to go, going around Westgate. 5 in a row for MVNU, first bucket for Lily Krieger, and the Cougars are back in front by 2. James around a Westgate screen, 2 defenders got clogged up, and the high arcing shot tickles the twine from Lauren James, 9 for her, and the game level at 32. Pass out of bounds, deflected by Taylor. It stays here with Mount Vernon Nazarene. Gretchen Mall in for Westgate. For Taylor, Katie Sprang will come in to get Monk for Mount Vernon Nazarene. 6:55 remaining before halftime. It's a 32-32 ball game here inside Odell Arena. First game of a men's and women's doubleheader. Peru drives, low pass, able to get it as Coe. Bounce off to Brandon, measures a 3, left side of the rim, no, into the hands, in and out of Dale's hands, but right to her teammate. That would be the aforementioned Gretchen Mall. Just 4 of 11 is MVNU. They've really cooled off from 3 after making 4 of their first 6. High pass into Mall, too high for her. Playing behind her was Coe for Mount Vernon. And she knocked the ball out of bounds, wasn't able to haul in the long pass. A little bit of heat behind that one from Kirtley, as Taylor avoids turning it over for the first time here in quarter number 2. 32 all, 3.5 minutes gone, quarter 2. They leave Kirtley open for a 3. It's off the right side of the rim, and the rebound is Lily Krieger's. Good look from Kirtley as her defender kept her hand down. Gliding up the far side is Maggie Coe, the 3rd leading scorer in the Crossroads League. Dribble, pull up, free throw line, and the strong night continues for Riley Peru. 16 first half points out of the first 34 for the visitors. And that puts Mount Vernon Nazarene back ahead by 1. Make it 33-32. Ball in, Kirtley goes up, got hit on the arm, and is really grimacing right now down below us. So it's 33-32, the Mount Vernon Nazarene advantage, as Kirtley will exit, favoring her right arm. First time we get to see Macy Woods here tonight. Westgate also back in. Brandon closes out on Deckard, left side. Taylor with the ball, trailing by 1. Moving screen on Meredith Deckard of Taylor. And now she'll get an earful from Taylor head coach Jody Martinez. First on Deckard, first on Taylor here in the quarter. Taylor's been outscored 7-4 here in the second stanza. They trail by 1. Krieger, outside Brandon, fires a 3, back of the rim too long, and Westgate gobbles up another rebound, and Katie Sprang got her on the forearm. That's the first on her, and the second on MVNU. Brandon hit her first 3 of the night. She's missed her last 3 in a row. Mount Vernon Nazarene just 4 of 11 from downtown. That's the same measurement for Taylor. Taylor's made 1 more field goal, 13-12 than the Cougars, but MVNU's made all 5 of their free throws. Taylor just 2 of 3. 1-point Taylor deficit as James walks to the front court from left to right. Dale on a backdoor cut. They couldn't find her on the near side. Now they give it off to Dale. Flings it near side Deckard. Brandon gives her space. Points where she wants Westgate to set the right side screen. Brennan bumps her, knocks Deckard down. Deckard gives it off to James. It goes off the back of Deckard as Brandon couldn't haul it in cleanly. Now she'll glide to the front court, goes in, missed the shot. Might have been fouled on the forearm. Westgate snaps the rebound out of traffic. Halfway home here in the second quarter. Taylor with the ball down 1. James for the lead, left side. No, that one glances off the right side glass, nothing else. Westgate's reverse layup was no good. And as Dale went slashing in, she got the rebound around the arm of Maggie Coe. First miss from the floor for James. She had made her first 4 shots from the field. As Deckard will exit here in the second quarter, Claycy West comes back in. She had to run to the Taylor locker room briefly. As West will get it in, backside Westgate through the contact, too strong off the right side, and it's rebounded off the floor by Riley Peru, who's done everything for Mount Vernon Nazarene. Beautiful drive, floater was too short, near side for Coe, and that's another rebound for Westgate, her 6th. Westgate just 3 of 7 from the floor. Crossover James, she'll skip in, draws 3 defenders. They leave Westgate open for a 3 ball. Hill's halfway down and rolled out as Taylor tried to find her first triple of the night. So a 1-point MVNU lead. Brandon collides with James, cutting off Westgate. Pass into Krieger from the league logo, and she'll softly float it home. Second field goal for Krieger, all here in the quarter, and it's a 3-point Mount Vernon Nazarene lead as Emily Walker comes to the scorer's table. 4:15 remaining before halftime. James skips down the left side of the lane. Off balance, right hand. Good defense by Sprang to make the miss for James. Has missed her last 2 shots. They leave Coe open for a 3. Taylor looks for a travel. The 3 will glance off the right side of the rim, and West will snatch the miss away from the shooter Coe. Taylor up the floor from left to right and white, down by 3 as James will slow it down. Dale, who scored 8 in a row in the first quarter, gives him the paint. Westgate spins over that shoulder, and there's nothing Krieger can do. Westgate has feasted on that move tonight. She's the first Trojan in double figures with 10, and Taylor down by 1. Near side, Peru open for a 3. James fell down, and Peru makes her pay. 5 in the quarter for Peru, and she's got 19 points to pace the game so far on 7 of 8 shooting. The Taylor bench not happy. They thought there was an off-ball foul that got Peru free with James falling to the floor. And the Trojans down by 4. West near side defended by Brandon, who had her hand on her lower back, and that's an easy reach-in on Brandon. 3rd on 1 in blue, or 2nd on 1 in blue, the 3rd against Mount Vernon Nazarene in the quarter. That will send Brandon to the bench, one of the better on-ball defenders, not just for Mount Vernon Nazarene, but in the entire Crossroads League. So Emma Brown will make her first appearance coming in to get Brandon. Koblenz comes in for the first time in the second quarter, and Emily Walker back out there here for MVNU. Jillian Oswald in for the Trojans. West had Oswald open. They go mid-post right. Westgate against Koblenz. Left side they find Dale. Lefty drive turns the corner, and it's a foul on the floor on Emily Walker, her 2nd. 4th one against Mount Vernon Nazarene. 1 more will put Taylor. Actually, that is the 5th one, so here's the double bonus for Taylor, sending Ariel Dale to the line. Dale scored all 8 of her points in a row in the opening quarter, coming off the bench and providing the Trojans with a much-needed offensive spark. Makes the first of 2 free throws here. She's got 9. And Taylor down by 3, trying to be down by 2. Yep, clean for Dale. 10 for Dale, who averages just 6 points per game. The Trojans down by a deuce. Koblenz, far side, Prusman the offense here, drives, right-hand floater was no good, but that's because she was fouled on the arm. Foul on Ariel Dale, her first, team 2nd. And Peru to the line, who has been an absolute monster here tonight. 19 points on 7 of 8 shooting. And a perfect 3 of 3 from the stripe for the junior from Massillon, Ohio. First free throw is clean. She's got 20. She comes in averaging just 14 per game. She blew by that, or matched that in the opening quarter. Second one, good as well. And Taylor back down by 4. 21 here for Peru, who's been splendid, to say the least, here in the first half. Jillian Oswald, the Trojan freshman, will run the point. Top of the key pass, Westgate wanted Kirtley right block, couldn't get it to her. Spins and goes high left side, Dale. Jab and fires a 3, and she cannot miss here tonight. 3rd 3 for Ariel Dale. This one right into the face of an unsuspecting defender. Taylor back to within one. Koblenz drives. Oswald makes her pick it up. Right side, Brown, a catch-and-shoot three, will spin off the rim, and Westgate will gobble up another miss for the Trojans. Taylor from left to right and White. The white-hot hands of Dale. Pitch back Westgate, got Koblenz to Blight. Now Westgate spins, she'll kick near side to West. Drives right around the defender, stop and pop. A floater is good, and Taylor leads. First, second quarter scoring for Claycy West. And then Koblenz is slow to get back up as she smacks the parquet floor with her right hand. Have a night, Ariel Dale. 13 points for Dale, 4 of 4 from the floor and 3 of 3 from downtown. So Lily Krieger comes back in for MVNU. Maggie Koblenz will exit, as it looks like she has suffered a lower body injury. Athletic trainer Patience Ramsey will make the walk down to go check on the junior Koblenz out of Apple Creek, Ohio. 41-40 the Taylor lead as MVNU goes from right to left. Walker fakes left and goes right. One-hand pass to the corner in Brown. She'll find Peru, who's been white-hot tonight. Into Krieger, read by Westgate, but Taylor couldn't get the miss. Into the hands, right-hand floater. Glass too strong from Sprang. Rebounded by the athletic Claycy West. Bringing up the floor, she's got Oswald as a trailer. Down low to Curley's got the defender pinned back. Beautiful ball from the Trojans, and Kirtley connects on her first deuce. 43-40, the Trojan lead. It's a 7-0 Taylor spurt. Near side Peru. West trying to chase her off the arc. Near side to Walker. West glaring at her as she defends. 90 seconds separating us from halftime. Beautiful turnaround and a shovel shot in on the left-hand shot put from Emily Walker. That slows the Taylor fun, stops their 7-0 run, and draws MVNU to within a point. Oswald throws off the back of the defender. She got lucky there as Emma Brown did not turn around. If Brown had turned around, that would have been an easy steal as Oswald got a little confused trying to stop and whether to pass off to Dale or West on the far side. Left side to Kirtley and quickly off to Oswald. Dale, one dribble, near side to West, into Westgate, mid-post right. One dribble, trying to go up and over, turnaround, jump shot off the back of the rim, a hair too strong for Westgate, and the Trojan lead is still just one as we hit a minute to go here in the second quarter. Emily Walker will run the point, left side screen, Krieger. Oswald fights over, they lob it in. Beautiful job by Krieger. She snatched the ball away from Dale and in one motion laid it in with a right hand. 4-0 run for Mount Vernon Nazarene puts them back in front by one after Taylor scored 7 straight. Kirtley with a head fake near side. Peru with an arm bar. That's her first, and Taylor in the double bonus. Kirtley to the line for 2 free throws. That's the only misstep that Peru has had here in the opening half, scoring a game-high 21 points on 7 of 8 shooting and 2 threes. 2 for Kirtley, shooting below 70% from the line this season, and the senior knocks down the first. With one more to come, that ties the game at 44. This for the lead. All 3 of Kirtley's points have come here in quarter number 2. 45-44, the Taylor lead. With 38 seconds left, about 11 seconds between game and shot clock. So Taylor will get the ball back before halftime. Peru almost got open. Good job by Dale to fight through multiple screens to defend on the high right side. Near side Brown, beautiful fake away from Kirtley, pulls from 15. That one missed the glass and nothing else. Ball loose on the floor. Westgate rips it right out of the hands of Sprang, and now West will bring it up with 17 to go in the first half. Shot clock turned off. Taylor can hold for the final shot. It's Oswald, the freshman, the sophomore Westgate, the senior Kirtley, the junior Dale, and the sophomore West. High left side, Dale, she's been on fire in the half, and that one off the left side of the rim with 1 second. Walker brings it up. She won't let it go before the horn sounds, and that will be how the first half will come to a close. So Dale, the offensive spark plug for Taylor in the first half with 13. Riley Peru with 21 for MVNU, whereas the Trojans with a 1-point lead at the break, 45-44 here on the Trojan Sports Network.
Your heart, well, your heart is everything to you and your body, and its favorite place to be is home. Marion General Hospital has been named a nationally accredited chest pain center, which is the highest accomplishment in cardiovascular care. We are proud to provide our community with a team of cardiac experts throughout MGH. From our ambulance and emergency room to our cardiovascular departments in partnership with our experienced local cardiologists and interventional cardiologists from St. Vincent's Medical Group. The same level of cardiovascular expertise in bigger cities at larger hospitals is available right here. Everyone has their expertise. At MGH, our expertise is your heart, bringing the best in the nation home to you. Your heart is in the right place at MGH.
What limits you? Too small, too old, insecure, broken. You have no limits. Rethink your limits.
Join the Trojan Club today and support Taylor student athletes 12 months a year. The Trojan Club has 4 different levels of membership for you to choose from. Each level receives complimentary season tickets, while the Athletic Director's Circle and Trojan MVP levels receive gifts from the athletic department. Over the years, members have helped supply the funds for a sports information position, purchasing equipment for teams and the athletic training staff, and providing broadcasts of Trojan athletics like the one you're enjoying right now. With the support of alumni and friends, the Taylor combination of spiritual growth, outstanding academics, and a highly competitive intercollegiate athletic program can continue. To join, call 765-998-4331 or log on to TaylorTrojans.com and click on the Trojan Club tab at the top of the homepage. The Trojan Club, supporting Taylor University student athletes.
Best One Tire and Auto Care Upland is proud to support Taylor University athletics. Located at 148 South Main Street, Best One is open 6 days a week. Owner Mike Pearson and his staff offer replacement tires from brands like Bridgestone, Firestone, and Goodyear. Customers can also shop for tires from the comfort of their home by using the online tire finder. When it's time for mechanical repairs, Best One's ASE certified technicians can perform a wide range of services to get their customers back on the road. And those same technicians can do repairs on fleet vehicles as well. Taylor Athletics says thank you to Mike Pearson and everyone at Best One Tire and Auto Care Upland.
It's true. Many of us spend more time thinking about what's for dinner than thinking about retirement. But if you think your retirement needs deserve more attention, we agree, and we'd like to help. Your local Edward Jones financial advisors, Ryan Jones, Mark Sieglin, and Rob Sisson, can help you get started today. They are proud corporate partners of Taylor University Athletics. Edward Jones, making sense of investing.
Greek's Pizzeria in Upland opened its doors in December of 2017. Over the years, there have been more than 140 Greeks opened across the country, with 24 Indiana locations. When it comes to pizza, Greeks offers customers the option to create their own pizza or to try one of Greek's specialized pizzas. Greeks uses fresh, homemade, hand-tossed dough, Greek's Italian sauce, select blended cheeses, gourmet toppings, and the same method of preparation since the first restaurant opened in 1969. The kitchen can also whip up a sandwich served on fresh French-style bread, or it can put that sandwich into a pizza shell wrap. Customers can also add breadsticks or French-style bread as a side item. Greeks also offers a selection of salads and assorted dressings as well. Greeks is located just off Main Street in Upland and is a proud supporter of Taylor University Athletics. Greek's Pizzeria, it's our taste.
When you need the fuel to be your nephew's #1 fan, Holiday Inn Express. We're there, so you can be too.
Ivanhoe's has been serving Taylor students since 1965, when Ivan and Carol Slane purchased the restaurant. Located on Main Street, Ivanhoe's is less than a mile from the Taylor campus and is open 7 days a week. The menu features choices for lunch, dinner, as well as 100 different milkshakes and sundaes. Customers can find other dessert items as well. The staff is proud to support Taylor University and appreciates the support of Ivanhoe's through the years.
Your heart, well, your heart is everything to you and your body, and its favorite place to be is home. Marion General Hospital has been named a nationally accredited chest pain center, which is the highest accomplishment in cardiovascular care. We are proud to provide our community with a team of cardiac experts throughout MGH, from our ambulance and emergency room to our cardiovascular departments, in partnership with our experienced local cardiologists and interventional cardiologists from St. Vincent's Medical Group. The same level of cardiovascular expertise in bigger cities at larger hospitals is available right here. Everyone has their expertise. At MGH, our expertise is your heart, bringing the best in the nation home to you. Your heart is in the right place at MGH.
What limits you? Too small, too old, insecure, broken. You have no limits. Rethink your limits.
Join the Trojan Club today and support Taylor student athletes 12 months a year. The Trojan Club has 4 different levels of membership for you to choose from. Each level receives complimentary season tickets, while the Athletic Director's Circle and Trojan MVP levels receive gifts from the athletic department. Over the years, members have helped supply the funds for a sports information position, purchasing equipment for teams and the athletic training staff, and providing broadcasts of Trojan athletics like the one you're enjoying right now. With the support of alumni and friends, the Taylor combination of spiritual growth, outstanding academics, and a highly competitive intercollegiate athletic program can continue. To join, call 765-998-4331 or log on to TaylorTrojans.com and click on the Trojan Club tab at the top of the homepage. The Trojan Club, supporting Taylor University student athletes.
Best One Tire and Auto Care Upland is proud to support Taylor University athletics. Located at 148 South Main Street, Best One is open 6 days a week. Owner Mike Pearson and his staff offer replacement tires from brands like Bridgestone, Firestone, and Goodyear. Customers can also shop for tires from the comfort of their home by using the online tire finder. When it's time for mechanical repairs, Best One's ASE certified technicians can perform a wide range of services to get their customers back on the road. And those same technicians can do repairs on fleet vehicles as well. Taylor Athletics says thank you to Mike Pearson and everyone at Best One Tire and Auto Care Upland.
It's true. Many of us spend more time thinking about what's for dinner than thinking about retirement. But if you think your retirement needs deserve more attention, we agree, and we'd like to help. Your local Edward Jones financial advisors, Ryan Jones, Mark Sieglin, and Rob Sisson, can help you get started today. They are proud corporate partners of Taylor University Athletics. Edward Jones, making sense of investing.
Greek's Pizzeria in Upland opened its doors in December of 2017. Over the years, there have been more than 140 Greeks opened across the country, with 24 Indiana locations. When it comes to pizza, Greeks offers customers the option to create their own pizza or to try one of Greek's specialized pizzas. Greeks uses fresh, homemade, hand-tossed dough, Greek's Italian sauce, select blended cheeses, gourmet toppings, and the same method of preparation since the first restaurant opened in 1969. The kitchen can also whip up a sandwich served on fresh French-style bread, or it can put that sandwich into a pizza shell wrap. Customers can also add breadsticks or French-style bread as a side item. Greeks also offers a selection of salads and assorted dressings as well. Greeks is located just off Main Street in Upland and is a proud supporter of Taylor University Athletics. Greek's Pizzeria. It's our taste.
to be your nephew's #1 fan. Holiday Inn Express. We're there, so you can be too.
Ivanhoe's has been serving Taylor students since 1965, when Ivan and Carol Slane purchased the restaurant. Located on Main Street, Ivanhoe's is less than a mile from the Taylor campus and is open 7 days a week. The menu features choices for lunch, dinner, as well as 100 different milkshakes and sundaes. Customers can find other dessert items as well. The staff is proud to support Taylor University and appreciates the support of Ivanhoe's through the years.
Your heart, well, your heart is everything to you and your body. And its favorite place to be is home. Marion General Hospital has been named a nationally accredited chest pain center, which is the highest accomplishment in cardiovascular care. We are proud to provide our community with a team of cardiac experts throughout MGH. From our ambulance and emergency room to our cardiovascular departments, in partnership with our experienced local cardiologists and interventional cardiologists from St. Vincent's Medical Group. The same level of cardiovascular expertise in bigger cities at larger hospitals is available right here. Everyone has their expertise. At MGH, our expertise is your heart, bringing the best in the nation home to you. Your heart is in the right place at MGH.
What limits you? Too small, too old, insecure, broken. You have no limits. Rethink your limits.
Join the Trojan Club today and support Taylor student athletes 12 months a year. The Trojan Club has 4 different levels of membership for you to choose from. Each level receives complimentary season tickets, while the Athletic Director's Circle and Trojan MVP levels receive gifts from the athletic department. Over the years, members have helped supply the funds for a sports information position, purchasing equipment for teams and the athletic training staff, and providing broadcasts of Trojan athletics like the one you're enjoying right now. With the support of alumni and friends, the Taylor combination of spiritual growth, outstanding academics, and a highly competitive intercollegiate athletic program can continue. To join, call 765-998-4331 or log on to TaylorTrojans.com and click on the Trojan Club tab at the top of the homepage. The Trojan Club, supporting Taylor University student athletes.
Best One Tire and Auto Care Upland is proud to support Taylor University athletics. Located at 148 South Main Street, Best One is open 6 days a week. Owner Mike Pearson and his staff offer replacement tires from brands like Bridgestone, Firestone, and Goodyear. Customers can also shop for tires from the comfort of their home by using the online tire finder.
Back here inside Odell Arena, this is the abbreviated BSN Sports halftime report. At the break, Taylor has a 1-point lead, 45-44. The Trojans scored 10 points above their season average in first halves with the 45 here at the break. Both teams shot well above 50% in the first quarter. They both cooled in the second. Taylor 47% in the first half. MVNU 47% as well. Taylor 17 made field goals to Mount Vernon Nazarene's 16. Taylor made 5 threes in the first half, 5 of 15. And actually, they just changed it. And so Mount Vernon Nazarene now has 45 points on 6 of 16 from 3. And so give Emily Walker a 3-point basket, 1 of 3. And so it is 45-45 here according to the live stats in front of us. And so now the message is being relayed to Taylor head coach Jody Martinez. So it's 45 all as we start this third quarter off. MVNU with the ball first. Emily Walker, who had 5 assists in the first half. Near side 3 is short, and that one missed on the near side by Maggie Coe. The third leading scorer in the Crossroads League has been held to just 6 points here in the opening half. 10 points or 11 points below her season average on the year. Open Deckard 3-ball, right side, back rim, no. Westgate tried to tap it to herself, and she couldn't gather it in. Up the floor, so both teams miss a shot on their opening possession. Beautiful drive, Brandon. Pass was deflected and stolen by West. As either Kirtley or Westgate got a piece. West end to end for a righty layup. 9 for Clacy West as she knocks on the door of the double-figure squad. Walker, high left side. Near side ripping and going is Coe. West defends her. Coe in the air, pass to Brandon, who was just 1 of 7 from the field in the first half. Near side Peru, who had 21 in the opening half of play. Bumped by Deckard, throws it into Deckard, and it's stolen off the floor by Westgate. 2 steals for the Trojans. Nobody guards Kirtley. She's wide open and lays it in with the right hand. Taylor head coach Jody Martinez's shirt is untucked, and Mount Vernon Nazarene will take a 30-second timeout as the Trojans lead by 4, 49-45.
What limits you? Too small, too old, insecure, broken. You have no limits. Rethink your limits.
Out of the Mount Vernon Nazarene 30-second timeout, Walker finds Coe. Bluffed a 3. She was open for a moment. James falls down. Deckard Holt helps her up. They lob it in to Krieger. Her shot blocked by Westgate on the left hand, and a dismal start to the second half here for MVNU. Right side West hesitates and goes baseline right. Pivots into the paint. Kirtley open through contact. Dancing back rim and finally goes. 4 in a row for Kirtley, and the Trojans have scored 6 straight. To start this third quarter off, they have their biggest lead of 6. Krieger from the free throw line, back rim, no. James is right there for the miss. She's got Clacy West open right side. Tries to shimmy away from Walker. Kirtley trying to go 7 in a row off the front rim. This time it dances and rolls off as Kirtley couldn't get the friendly home court roll. Still looking for points as MVNU, still looking for points as Peru misses on the right side. Deckard has the rebound down low for TU. Trojans leading 51-45 here in the third. Near side West blows around Brandon into the post now, and Westgate spins. Brandon came from behind. Westgate missed it, got her own miss, and she'll draw the foul on Krieger. Well, live stats says it's 51-45. The scoreboard in the arena says 51-44. We'll go 51-45. There's 2 free throws here for Taylor Westgate. The first one is swished. She's got 11. But how about Kayla Kirtley coming out of the gates like her hair's on fire. 4 in a row for her. And Westgate will knock down both. 3 of 4 is Westgate from the stripe. And the Trojans have scored 7 in a row, and they lead 53-45. Here in this third quarter, their biggest lead. Left elbow jump shot, Krieger, and the misses keep piling up for MVNU. They are 0 of 6 to start here in the third. James hesitating through the paint. She's got Kirtley open top of the key, spins off to Deckard, her classmate. Deckard pointing where she wants Westgate to set the screen. She'll go down the left side to the baseline. No look dish to Kirtley. The foul, she couldn't get it the roll. And this place was going to come unglued if Kirtley could have gotten the roll there on a nifty find from Meredith Deckard. First one on Elizabeth Monk, who came in during the stoppage. 2 fouls against MVNU. Brandon and Krieger both out. Koblenz back in after getting her ankle taped up. 2 free throws for Kayla Kirtley. The first one perfect. 5 in the quarter for her, 9 in the game. Peru still out there. Monk out there as well, along with Katie Sprang. We'll set the Taylor 5 after the free throw from Kirtley, which, like the first, was good. How about 6 third-quarter points for Kirtley, and she's the third Trojan in double figures. And Taylor has opened up a 10-0 run to start this third quarter off. Open Monk, 3-ball right side, swish for Elizabeth Monk, her first basket of the night and our first shot of the night. Monk comes in 40% from 3, just her third make, and now 6 tries this season. But MVNU goes almost the first 3.5 minutes without a point. Skipping near side, Kirtley from Westgate, contested 3-ball off the back rim, and that's out of the reach of the Trojans. Kirtley 0 of 4 from long range. Monk up the near side, Koblenz open, steps in from 15, off balance swish. 5 in a row for MVNU after they watched Taylor put 10 in a row to start the quarter off. 55-50 the Taylor advantage. Deckard able to keep it away from Peru. Mid-post right, Westgate, one-on-one Koblenz. Westgate bangs with her left-hand dribble. She'll find the cutting Kirtley left side through contact, and 1 for Kayla Kirtley, and a chest bump for Westgate. 8 in the quarter for Kayla Kirtley, who's turning it on coming out of the locker room.
2 seconds. Team's third. Kayla Kirtley to the line for the Trojans. Shooting the bonus.
Kirtley averaging 13 points per game. Trying to match that here with this freebie. 4 of 4 is Kirtley. Let's make her 5 of 5 from the stripe. 13 for her, 13 for Dale. We haven't even seen her yet, or she lit the world on fire in that opening half. Koblenz drives, and that's a travel on 32 in blue. Everything going wrong for Mount Vernon Nazarene here in the third. They're just 2 of 8 from the floor. They've turned it over twice. Taylor has yet to turn it over, and the Trojans have made 4 of their 8 shots, and they lead by a game-high 9, just past 4 minutes into the third. James caught in trouble in front of her own bench. Kirtley, who's been nuclear hot here in the quarter, dishes one into traffic in West. Turnaround off balance. Oh, look at Clacy West showing off from mid-range. 4th Trojan in double figures with 11, and Taylor has an 11-point lead. Koblenz's 3 is no good. Tapped out as West fights her on the floor with Monk. Monk rips it away into traffic. Who did it go off of? It went off of Kirtley and Deckard, so it stays here with MVNU. Sage Brandon back in for Mount Vernon Nazarene, replacing Monk. 60-50 the Taylor lead. 5:22 to go in quarter 3. Peru is yet to score here in the third after having 21 first half points. Koblenz from 15 feet, rainbows another one home. Back-to-back jumpers for Koblenz from about the same spot and the same distance, I should say. Brings Mount Vernon Nazarene back to within 8 with 5:04 remaining in quarter 3. Kirtley near side to Clacy West, holds off her right hip. Deckard open for a 3, bluffs, pulls over Brannon, skips off the front rim. Westgate soars over the world for the miss to the volleyball line, and Deckard, whose 3 will spin off. Westgate tried to get in, instead sprang. Oh, how is that going to Mount Vernon Nazarene? It looked like Sprang had swept that one away from Westgate. Westgate doesn't argue the call. And the Taylor fans down below us are beside themselves. It looked like Sprang had jumped into the air and swept the ball away with her left hand away from Westgate, but it must have gotten a piece of 43's hand before it went out of play. Brannon cut off by James, up top 3, high arcer, front rim hard, hit off the floor. Deckard and Westgate run into each other, and that gives the ball back to Brannon on the miss. Brannon spins, she'll throw it off the bottom of the glass, and Westgate snatches the rebound away, her 11th, for another double-double for her. It was Sprang who missed the 3 on the other end. Deckard to Westgate. Trying to take Koblenz to the rack. Goes far side West. Dribble pull up. Out to a 3. Taylor Westgate tried to bank it in off the glass. Kirtley will tap it off to Clacy West. Knocked out of her hand. Sprang and picked up off the floor by Koblenz. Here comes MVNU on a 2-on-2. Koblenz from 8 feet this time, and she'll swish home another one. 6 in the quarter for Koblenz. She's 3 of 3 in this stanza. And without Maggie Koblenz, this one could still be a double-figure lead for Taylor. Instead, it's down to 6. Driving is James, off balance, and the foul on either Coe or Sprang, I think. That'll be Coe, her second, and the 4th one against Mount Vernon Nazarene in the third. Coe has been held to just 2 of 7 shooting tonight for just 6 points, for the 3rd leading scorer in the league. 2 free throws for James, front rim off. A rare miss for James, who's having her best season shooting the free throws at 90% in her stellar career. And the second one is perfect. Double figures for James. She's out along with West. Ariel Dale makes her first third quarter appearance along with Jillian Oswald. Sage Brannon will just jog to the far corner. It is Riley Peru who is checked out for Mount Vernon Nazarene in place of Emily Walker. She's out there with Koblenz. Brannon, like we mentioned, Sprang, and Maggie Coe on the near side. It is a 7-point Taylor lead at 61-54. Koblenz has been stellar in the third. Sprang weaving through players, 10-foot jump shot, Brandon no good. Dale trying to tap it, ends up in the hands of Westgate. That's going to be a foul on the Trojans as it stays here. 4 Taylor players were there. They'll get Ariel Dale for the foul. That's Dale's second. And she was Taylor's leading scorer in the first half with 13. Makes her first appearance here with less than 4 to go in the third. Shot clock to 20. Brandon far side Coe, off balance 3, glances off the rim and snatched out of there to Kirtley as Coe's struggle light continues. Low pass, saving Oswald. Dale keeps it in near side. High post, near side Westgate. Brandon comes in from behind and got her on the forearm. Brandon has gone for that back tap on West in the first half and was unsuccessful. Tried to get a steal from behind on Westgate earlier in the quarter, and here she fouls her. That's the 5th one on MVNU and the 3rd on the top wing defender, Brannon. And so Westgate to the line for 2 free throws. And Taylor in the bonus for the final 3:15 of quarter number 3. And the first one good for Westgate. 13 for her, coming off of another double-double. 12 of them now, with a double-double here tonight. Good free throw shooting for Westgate. 5 of 6 from the stripe, 14 for her. Here's Riley Peru, who was all everything. 21 points in the first half for MVNU, but she's attempted just 1 shot here in the third, and she missed it. It's a 9-point Taylor lead, 63-54. Sprang almost lost the ball. Koblenz jabbing, not a 3-point shooter. Trying to take Kirtley to the rim. Beautiful driving spin, just couldn't get the roll on a fantastic individual move from Koblenz. Rebound for Westgate. Deckard attacks on the high right side, left hand to the rim. Right hand, roll it home for Deckard. And then a technical foul. No, it's a violation against Emily Walker for stepping over the baseline. And now the Trojans can continue to build on their now 11-point lead. 2:47 to go in the third. In a big game for the Trojans, trying to move to 5-4 in the Crossroads League. They came into the night tied for 4th, trying to take sole possession of 4th. Near side, Kirtley's been stellar in the quarter. Couldn't rattle home a 3, but that ball tapped out and Taylor unable to gather it in. And they'll lob it up the floor to MVNU to Sprang. She had to jump into the area, was off target. And now Taylor able to regroup in the half-court defense. Walker, the lefty, bluffs a 3, goes far side. Koblenz hasn't hit a 3 all season, and that continues. But it goes right back to Walker, left side. Beautiful swing into Coe, who's fouled on the take and should go to the line for 2. Koblenz now 0 of 9 from 3-point range. And the foul is on Meredith Deckard, her second, and the second one against Taylor in the third. Go to the line for 2, as she's in search of her first second half points. Her first trip to the line tonight. 1 more to come. A 90% free throw shooter is Coe. Had a triple-double earlier this year at Bethel. She's got 8. Timeout, Mount Vernon Nazarene, their second 30-second timeout. And they trail by 9, 65-56, with 2:23 to go here on the Trojan Sports Network.
What limits you? Too small, too old, insecure, broken. You have no limits. Rethink your limits.
9-point Taylor lead. It's Kirtley James, Westgate Dale, and Clacy West, the 5 on the floor for Taylor. The Trojans have outscored MVNU 20-11 here in the third. West, perimeter right. Inside the arc, Westgate. Kirtley's been dynamic in the third. Back to Westgate, league logo. Trying to overpower Copeland. Look at the up and under move from Westgate. 6 in the quarter for Taylor Westgate. She's got 16, and the Trojans go back in front by double figures. 11-point the lead for Taylor, 67-56. West shadows Peru at the free throw line. Quick ball movement, left corner Walker, the lefty. Driving is Sprang, giving her space Westgate. Going in, beautiful take as they gave Sprang way too much room and she made him pay. 6 for Sprang, her first points of the second half. And Taylor's lead back down to 9, 67-58. The Trojans scored just 50 points at Marion on Saturday. Dale fakes a 3, goes from up top. Big Euro step for Dale, couldn't get the shot to drop. Westgate gobbles up the miss. And Taylor head coach Jody Martinez screams for the Trojans to slow it down. Curley backdoor cut. Dale snags it over contact, throws it in with her back to the basket, glares at a defender, and draws the and one. A spectacular night for Ariel Dale. 15 for Dale, over doubling her league average. Second on Sprang, 1 coming for Dale, who has been dynamic tonight. Clean on the and one. Not a bad way to get your first third quarter scoring. Taylor leads by a game-high 12, a minute 14 to go in the third on Ariel Dale night inside Odell Arena. Stopping is Coe, near side to Peru, who was spectacular in the first half. Coe baseline, right to Kayla Kirtley, who plays for the Trojans. Near side, West, 1 defender back. West blows her doors off the high glass, no. Kirtley tried to tap it back, and she did to the hands of Walker of MBNU. Coe left side, dribbles off of her foot, and we're going the other way. 12th turnover of the night for MVNU, their 6th of the third quarter alone. Taylor has turned it over just once in this third stanza. Taylor leading by 12, 70-58. And they have romped through this third quarter, putting up 25 points, 5 more than their season average. About 20 seconds between game and shot clock. Top of the key, Kirtley, open for days, hasn't hit a 3 tonight, and that'll stay that way. Dale tried to poke it away. The Trojans look for a foul that doesn't come. About 3 seconds between the clocks. Walker collapsed upon by James, now caught in trouble, she picks up the bounce. To Krieger, low pass, Coe tried to swing it, she'll drive right side of the lane, off glass, good. First bucket of the second half for Maggie Coe. She's got 10, 4 in the quarter, and Taylor's lead down to 10. Shot clock turned off with 11. James hit a 3 to end the quarter of the second quarter. Can she do it here in the third? Gets a screen from Westgate. Crossover, James right to the rack for a right-hand finish. And that'll be how the third quarter ends. James with a scream and a fist pump. Ends the second quarter emphatically, does the same in the third. And we go to the fourth with the Trojans leading 72-60 here on the Trojans Sports Network.
Best One Tire and Auto Care Upland is proud to support Taylor University Athletics. Located at 148 South Main Street, Best One is open 6 days a week. Owner Mike Pearson and his staff offer replacement tires from brands like Bridgestone, Firestone, and Goodyear. Customers can also shop for tires from the comfort of their home by using the online tire finder. When it's time for mechanical repairs, Best One's ASE certified technicians can perform a wide range of services to get their customers back on the road. And those same technicians can do repairs on fleet vehicles as well. Taylor Athletics says thank you to Mike Pearson and everyone at Best One Tire and Auto Care Upland.
What limits you? Too small, too old, insecure, broken. You have no limits. Rethink your limits.
Fourth quarter underway. Taylor outscored MVNU 27-15, and they lead by 12 as they start the fourth, trying to get a marquee win. Start the month of February off. West into Westgate, out to Deckard from the hash mark. Straight cash, homie, Deckard. 7 for Deckard as she comes right in and lights the net on fire to start the fourth. Driving near side, Sprang, one-hand whip, finds Monk. Angles her way in, off-balance shove, and they'll get West for the foul as she disagrees with that. First on West, first against Taylor here in the fourth, and that will send Elizabeth Monk to the line shooting 2. Monk, the 5'7" senior out of Pickerington, Ohio, shooting 75% from the stripe. Was scoreless in the first half. She's got all 4 of her points here after halftime. Taylor students trying to throw off Monk's rhythm. They cannot. 5 for Monk. A little pressure in the backcourt here for MVNU. Taylor up 75-62 as we start the fourth quarter off. Taylor shooting 47% from the floor. They're just 25% from 3. Kirtley's have been great in the second half through 2 defenders. Kirtley doesn't care. She overpowers them to the rack. 11 second half points for Kayla Kirtley, 15 in the game, and Taylor's lead goes back up to 15 at 77-62. Air ball near side Sprang. Kirtley with the miss down low for TU. How about 8 boards and 15 points for the senior Kayla Kirtley? James looking Westgate's way. They spin it right side, West into Westgate. Right block, Westgate, left-hand shovel, league logo, money. Caught the back of the rim and dropped. 18 for Westgate to pace the Trojan cause. 5 Trojans in double figures, Westgate leading it with 18. Sprang, trying to go up and under on James, cuts her off right block. Right elbow extended, jump shot clean for Lily Krieger. Has got some tape on that right elbow, stepped down and hit a nice little mid-range J. 79-64 the Taylor lead, a minute and a half into the fourth. Kirtley to keep on fire. 3-point shot just not there for Kay tonight, 0 of 7 from downtown. But she's 5 of 5 inside the arc. Brannon will glide to the front court, stops from the elbow, back rim long, off of Kirtley's hands. She'll tap it into herself to get her 9th rebound of the night. A 15-point barrage, and Taylor leads by 15 here early on in the fourth. MVNU comes in alone in third place. The Trojans trying to break out of this 3-way tie for fourth. Kirtley through contact scoops it in with the right hand. Kirtley putting on her best game of the season, 17, and for a team that averages 74, the Trojans have scored 81 points tonight against MVNU. Brannon tiptoes the baseline and throws it in off the glass on a reverse layup with her right hand from left to right. Nicely done by Sage Brannon. James drives, baseline, high pass West. She'll catch and shoot a 3 off the right side of the rim, up off the basket support. As West's struggling night continues, just 1 of 6 from deep. And a timeout taken by Taylor and Jody Martinez. Full timeout, 81-66 Taylor here in the fourth quarter.
It's true. Many of us spend more time thinking about what's for dinner than thinking about retirement. But if you think your retirement needs deserve more attention, we agree, and we'd like to help. Your local Edward Jones financial advisors, Ryan Jones, Mark Sieglin, and Rob Sisson, can help you get started today. They are proud corporate partners of Taylor University Athletics. Edward Jones, making sense of investing.
What limits you? Too small, too old, insecure, broken. You have no limits. Rethink your limits.
Taylor has outscored MVNU by 15 after being tied 45 all at the half. The Trojans have put up 36 second half points, 3 under their season average with still 7 minutes left to go here in quarter 4. Peru down the left side of the lane was fouled on the floor, or was it on the shot? It's against Taylor's Clacy West. It was a shooting foul. That's number 2 on Clacy. And that'll send Peru to the line, who was everything offensively for Mount Vernon Nazarene in the first half, scoring a game-high 21 points. Since then, she's taken just 1 shot, missed it, and she gets her first second half point here on the free throw. And it's not like Taylor's gone to a zone or trying to put her on an island. It's just been good man-to-man defense by the Trojans here. Both free throws good. Peru still perfect from the stripe. She's now 6 of 6 from there, make it 7 of 7. And her first second half points brings her to a game-high 23. But the Trojans have had 5 in double figures. Deckard spins out to Westgate, one of those double-figure scores, through 2 defenders. Back rim catches and drops on an aggressive move from Taylor Westgate, who's now got 20 points to pace Taylor. 83-68 the Taylor lead, or 68 the Taylor lead. Peru trying to shake away, try to get it in. Krieger almost knocked away from Kirtley, out to Brandon, heaves up a 3, front off the left side of the rim. Brandon 1 of 5 from distance. Rebounded by Clacy West. Mount Vernon Nazarene just 7 of 25 for less than 30% from downtown. The Trojans are just 6 of 26. But Taylor has made 7 more field goals than MVNU. Westgate spins and kicks to Kirtley, swings it up top to West. Outside the arc, right side, Decker. They force her to a right hand. Now 7. Westgate fires up a 3 ball, and that one drops for Taylor Westgate. 7 in the fourth quarter for Westgate, and the Trojans lead by almost 20. 86-68. The 86 points, the most points they've put up in a league game this season. Peru drives, runs into West, and they'll get her on the bump. And that will be number 3 on Clacy West. And the 3rd on Taylor here in quarter 4. Koblenz in for MVNU. She replaces Krieger. Westgate is 1 point off of matching Mount Vernon Nazarene's total of 8 points in this 4th stanza. Coe, the 3rd leading scorer in the league, gives off to Walker. The lefty bangs in a 3 off the back of the rim. Back-to-back triples made for Emily Walker. She's got 2 of 4 from downtown. And the Taylor lead down to 15. James drives, right-hand floater, back rim no, rebound Westgate, back up off glass, and 2 more for Taylor Westgate. 22 for her to go with a game-high 14 boards. And Taylor's lead is back to 17. Driving and floating, near side dropped in by Coe, 2 for her. 12 for Maggie Coe. For the time dwindling here for MVNU, they need to get some stops, and they need them in a hurry. Right elbow extended, Westgate turns and faces the basket, 2-hand heave to Kirtley. Rising from 10, swish Kirtley. 6 for Kayla Kirtley, 15 second half points out of her 19. Brandon will step out of bounds far side, and Taylor gets the ball back. Splendid nights all around for the Trojans. 19 for Kayla Kirtley, 15 after halftime, as Dale comes in to replace Clacy West. It's a 90-73 Taylor lead with Westgate of 25, 19 for Kirtley, 16 for Dale, whose pass knocked away by Brandon. She'll try to outrace Dale to the other end, sets her feet and lays it in with a right hand. 4 fourth quarter points for Brandon. She's got 7, and the Trojan lead back down to 15. But since being tied at 45 in the second half, at halftime, the Trojans have hit the accelerator here at half 2. James, low pass, couldn't get it into Kirtley. Back-to-back turnovers for Taylor. Peru with a 2-on-2. Goes right to Westgate, who smothers her shot, but they'll get Westgate for the body bump on the hip check. First on Westgate, 4th on Taylor, and that's something to keep your eyes on with 4:24 left to go here in the 4th. Taylor shooting 51% from the field as Peru goes to the line for a couple of freebies. First one good. 3 for her in the quarter, all at the line. And Peru trying to get to 25 points, trying to match the output of one Taylor Westgate, and she does. Timeout on the floor for MVNU. It will be a 30-second timeout. That leaves them with 2 fulls. 4:24 left to go here in the 4th. It's Taylor 90, Mount Vernon Nazarene 77 here on the Trojan Sports Network.
When you need the fuel to be your nephew's #1 fan, Holiday Inn Express. We're there, so you can be too.
Finishing was the issue for Taylor when these teams met earlier this season. They led by 5 going to the 4th and ended up losing by 5. Out of the Mount Vernon Nazarene timeout, the Cougars apply full court pressure. Kirtley, bad pass, third straight possession of turnovers for Taylor. Peru 2-on-1, low bounce pass to Koblenz, almost lost it out of bounds in the near corner. Then she almost traveled that the Taylor fans screamed for. Peru, perimeter left, driving on Kirtley, step through, lefty scoop, shot swatted away by Kayla Kirtley. 4:05 to go in the 4th. Taylor not out of the woods just yet, leading 90-77. But they've held Riley Peru in check after having 21 first half points. She's had just 4, all in the 4th, and all from the free throw line. She'll get it in here, baseline right, into Ko. Left block, Koblenz. 1 dribble, 2, turnaround right hand hook, right rim no, tapped off the hands of Westgate. It'll stay here with MVNU. Both Westgate and Kirtley were right there. It went off the fingertips of Westgate, and it stays with MVNU. So Kirtley out, Clacy West will come back in to spell her. 3:56 to go in quarter number 4. It's a 13-point Taylor lead. It's been almost close to 20. Peru looking for help. Into Koblenz in the perimeter right. Handoff back to Peru, near side of the floor. MVNU shoots on the basket to our right. Ko drives, got around Dale, missed the right-hand shot. Westgate taps it into herself and then rips it away from Brandon. 15 rebounds for Taylor Westgate, her 12th double-double of the season in 21 games played. Not bad for the sophomore. 3.5 to go. They give it into Westgate, right block. Turns and heaves it near side to Dale. Catch and shoot 3 off the near side of the rim. Reached in by Koblenz. Deckard pokes it out of bounds. They'll say it went off her hands. And back to MVNU it goes. After making her first 3 threes of the night, Dale has missed her last 2 in a row. Here comes MVNU with 3:27 to go in the 4th, down by 13, 90-77. Brandon at the hash mark, far side of the floor. Ko from way downtown, hard off the back of the rim, and Dale will get the miss for TU. A 2 for 7 night shooting the 3 for Maggie Ko, the 3rd leading scorer in the Crossroads League. At 17 per game, has had to work tonight. She's just 4 of 12 from the field. Bad pass from James, tapped. It's stolen by Ko, 2-on-1. Low pass, Peru turns and heaves up a left hand that dances in off the near side of the rim. Some really bad passes from Taylor here in the 4th, as their turnover total has been climbing steadily after having just 1 here in the second half heading into the 4th. Taylor's turned it over 5 times here in the 4th, and their lead is down to 11 with 2:40 to go in quarter number 4. We mentioned that closing was the issue for Taylor back in the first semester when they were at MVNU, trying to slam the door here. 2:30 to go. James drives on Brandon, dumps off right block. Westgate overpowers Koblenz and puts it in with a right hand. 11 points for Taylor Westgate and 27 in the game for the talented sophomore. Koblenz, though, floats in a right hand and gets the 2 right back as she dropped it in from about 8 feet out. Dale in the backcourt to James with full court pressure on. Taylor up by 11, 92-81. James with a defender on her hip. Clacy West open for days. 3-ball cash for Clacy West. 14 for West. And the Trojans lead by 14. Free throw line, Koblenz, swish again. She has been money from the free throw line tonight. All 10 of her points have come after halftime. James dealing with Ko in the backcourt. Dale sets a screen, and that got her to the front court. 95 seconds left as James will cross over and get away from Ko. The clock, Taylor's friend here, leading by 12, 95-83. Taylor has lost the last 2 games against MVNU. Deckard, backdoor cut West, right to the rack for a right-hand finish. 5 in a row for West, 16 for her in the game. And with a minute to go, the Trojans knocking on the door of the century mark, leading 97-83. Brennan whips it in, tried to save it. They find Coe open top of the key, off the right side of the rim. Westgate smothers up her 16th rebound of the night. And we dip below a minute to go here in quarter number 4. The best offensive output for Taylor in the league this season. And Odell Arena, the loudest it's been in some time. Double team comes, Walker right there. James trying to keep her dribble alive, lost it. Peru ties her up. A held ball as James kept her right hand on it. It'll send the ball back to Mount Vernon Nazarene. Dale out, Kirtley in for Taylor. Kirtley with 19 points, 15 after halftime. Dale was 16, 13 in the first half. James has got 12. Westgate leading the way with 27. Matching Peru's output of 27. Spinning Koblenz. Left block looking for help, but she picks up the bounce. Peru, floater from 5 feet, good. Her first field goal, or second field goal this fourth quarter. 29 for Peru. Taylor leading by 12. James will lose the ball out of bounds in the backcourt as she wants a foul against Maggie Coe. Timeout on the floor with 26 7/10 of a second left. Taylor head coach Jody Martinez, hands on his hips across from us, perplexed. It's a full timeout for MVNU. They trail by 12, 97-85 here in the fourth.
Greek's Pizzeria in Upland opened its doors in December of 2017. Over the years, there have been more than 140 Greeks opened across the country, with 24 Indiana locations. When it comes to pizza, Greeks offers customers the option to create their own pizza or to try one of Greeks' specialized pizzas. Greeks uses fresh, homemade, hand-tossed dough, Greeks Italian sauce, select blended cheeses, gourmet toppings, and the same method of preparation since the first restaurant opened in 1969. The kitchen can also whip up a sandwich served on fresh French-style bread, or it can put that sandwich into a pizza shell wrap. Customers can also add breadsticks or French-style bread as a side item. Greeks also offers a selection of salads and assorted dressings as well. Greeks is located just off Main Street in Upland and is a proud supporter of Taylor University Athletics. Greeks Pizzeria, it's our taste.
Taylor's given it away 6 times here in the fourth quarter. MVNU has outscored Taylor by 6 off the turnover, 18-12, each team with 13 giveaways today. Shot clock turned off. West bumps. Koblenz trying to find her first 3 of the season, and that will be missed off the near side. West with a rebound, reaches for a timeout and gets it right before Maggie Coe could tie her up. 3-point shooting has not been the calling card of either team tonight. MVNU 8 for 29. Taylor also 8 for 29. Did they give the timeout to West before the tie-up? Either way, it's Taylor's ball. The question is, are they going to move the ball to the front court? And now Taylor head coach Jody Martinez will get the timeout he asked for because it is the Trojans' possession. So they'll move the ball to the front court with 19.1 seconds left, and Taylor leading by 12, 97-85 here on the Trojan Sports Network.
What limits you? Too small, too old, insecure, broken. You have no limits. Rethink your limits.
.1 seconds left to go in the fourth. Taylor being tied at 45 at the break with MVNU. They outscored the Cougars by 12 in the third. They lead by 12 now. Both teams putting up 25 points here in the fourth. It's a 97-85 Taylor lead. They've shot the ball beautifully in the second half, now over 52% for the game. Shot clock turned off, and if MVNU should recognize this play, this is the one that Taylor won the league tournament quarterfinals on 3 years ago with Becca Books. They can't get the three in the corner as Brandon able to defend it. Deckard has it on the far side. She'll dribble some time away as we have 10 seconds left to go in the fourth. Big second half offensively for the Trojans. They score their most points in a Crossroads League game this season, and they're going to win tonight by a final of 97-84, avenging their earlier season loss to this Mount Vernon Nazarene club. After not playing in 18 days, the Trojans have now won 2 out of their last 3 games since the restart. That moves Taylor to 11-10, more importantly 5-4 in Crossroads League action. We'll take a break and come back with the Ivanhoe's post-game show next here on the Trojan Sports Network.
Best One Tire and Auto Care Upland is proud to support Taylor University Athletics. Located at 148 South Main Street, Best One is open 6 days a week. Owner Mike Pearson and his staff offer replacement tires from brands like Bridgestone, Firestone, and Goodyear. Customers can also shop for tires from the comfort of their home by using the online tire finder. When it's time for mechanical repairs, Best One's ASE certified technicians can perform a wide range of services to get their customers back on the road. And those same technicians can do repairs on fleet vehicles as well. Taylor Athletics says thank you to Mike Pearson and everyone at Best One Tire and Auto Care Upland.
It's true. Many of us spend more time thinking about what's for dinner than thinking about retirement. But if you think your retirement needs deserve more attention, we agree, and we'd like to help. Your local Edward Jones financial advisors, Ryan Jones, Mark Sieglin, and Rob Sisson, can help you get started today. They are proud corporate partners of Taylor University Athletics. Edward Jones, making sense of investing.
Greek's Pizzeria in Upland opened its doors in December of 2017. Over the years, there have been more than 140 Greeks opened across the country, with 24 Indiana locations. When it comes to pizza, Greeks offers customers the option to create their own pizza or to try one of Greek's specialized pizzas. Greeks uses fresh, homemade, hand-tossed dough, Greek's Italian sauce, select blended cheeses, gourmet toppings, and the same method of preparation since the first restaurant opened in 1969. The kitchen can also whip up a sandwich served on fresh French-style bread, or it can put that sandwich into a pizza shell wrap. Customers can also add breadsticks or French-style bread as a side item. Greeks also offers a selection of salads and assorted dressings as well. Greeks is located just off Main Street in Upland and is a proud supporter of Taylor University Athletics. Greek's Pizzeria, it's our taste.
When you need the fuel to be your nephew's #1 fan, Holiday Inn Express. We're there, so you can be too.
Ivanhoe's has been serving Taylor students since 1965, when Ivan and Carol Slane purchased the restaurant. Located on Main Street, Ivanhoe's is less than a mile from the Taylor campus and is open 7 days a week. The menu features choices for lunch, dinner, as well as 100 different milkshakes and sundaes. Customers can find other dessert items as well. The staff is proud to support Taylor University and appreciates the support of Ivanhoe's through the years.
Your heart, well, your heart is everything to you and your body. And its favorite place to be is home. Marion General Hospital has been named a nationally accredited chest pain center, which is the highest accomplishment in cardiovascular care. We are proud to provide our community with a team of cardiac experts throughout MGH. From our ambulance and emergency room, to our cardiovascular departments in partnership with our experienced local cardiologists and interventional cardiologists from St. Vincent's Medical Group. The same level of cardiovascular expertise in bigger cities at larger hospitals is available right here. Everyone has their expertise. At MGH, our expertise is your heart, bringing the best in the nation home to you. Your heart is in the right place at MGH.
What limits you? Too small, too old, insecure, broken. You have no limits. Rethink your limits.
Join the Trojan Club today and support Taylor student athletes 12 months a year. The Trojan Club has 4 different levels of membership for you to choose from. Each level receives complimentary season tickets, while the Athletic Director's Circle and Trojan MVP levels receive gifts from the athletic department. Over the years, members have helped supply the funds for a sports information position, purchasing equipment for teams and the athletic training staff, and providing broadcasts of Trojan athletics like the one you're enjoying right now. With the support of alumni and friends, the Taylor combination of spiritual growth, outstanding academics, and a highly competitive intercollegiate athletic program can continue. To join, call 765-998-4331 or log on to TaylorTrojans.com and click on the Trojan Club tab at the top of the homepage. The Trojan Club, supporting Taylor University student athletes.
Best One Tire and Auto Care Upland is proud to support Taylor University athletics. Located at 148 South Main Street, Best One is open 6 days a week. Owner Mike Pearson and his staff offer replacement tires from brands like Bridgestone, Firestone, and Goodyear. Customers can also shop for tires from the comfort of their home by using the online tire finder. When it's time for mechanical repairs, Best One's ASE certified technicians can perform a wide range of services to get their customers back on the road. And those same technicians can do repairs on fleet vehicles as well. Taylor Athletics says thank you to Mike Pearson and everyone at Best One Tire and Auto Care Upland.
It's true. Many of us spend more time thinking about what's for dinner than thinking about retirement. But if you think your retirement needs deserve more attention, we agree, and we'd like to help. Your local Edward Jones financial advisors, Ryan Jones, Mark Sieglin, and Rob Sisson, can help you get started today. They are proud corporate partners of Taylor University Athletics. Edward Jones, making sense of investing.
Greek's Pizzeria in Upland opened its doors in December of 2017. Over the years, there have been more than 140 Greeks opened across the country, with 24 Indiana locations. When it comes to pizza, Greeks offers customers the option to create their own pizza or to try one of Greek's specialized pizzas. Greeks uses fresh, homemade, hand-tossed dough, Greek's Italian sauce, select blended cheeses, gourmet toppings, and the same method of preparation since the first restaurant opened in 1969. The kitchen can also whip up a sandwich served on fresh French-style bread, or it can put that sandwich into a pizza shell wrap. Customers can also add breadsticks or French-style bread as a side item. Greeks also offers a selection of salads and assorted dressings as well. Greeks is located just off Main Street in Upland.
Back here inside Odell Arena, Rick Johnston and our player of the game, Kayla Kirtley, 19 points, 9 rebounds. Kayla, you had 15 in the second half. What was working so well for you, girl?
I don't know. It was just, we came out and set the tone early as starters, and it just flowed from there. It was a lot of fun.
Tied at 45 at the end of the half. Then you guys score 6 points, go up 51-45, never trailed after that. What was said in that locker room to get you guys coming out of the gates hot?
Coach just challenged us to really control the boards and play good defense, and then run in transition and just slow down and let our plays work. And it seemed to work.
I'd say so. You had 9 points in that third quarter. You just had everything going inside the arc tonight. Did you feel you were having a pretty big quarter there in the third?
No, yeah. It was great to play at home. We didn't play at home in January, and this being my senior year, it was just really fun to play in front of a home crowd and be aggressive underneath.
What does it mean? You guys were off for 18 days. You now won 2 out of the last 3. You had Marion right there on the ropes on Saturday. I know Coach said you guys have this February is a big push for you. What's it like to start February 1st with a win?
Oh, it feels awesome. Just can't wait to keep the momentum going and finish out conference strong.
And you get to do it here again home on Saturday.
Yep, excited for it.
Congratulations, girl. We got a bunch of people.
Rick.
You got it, Kayla. We got a lot of. We're working people in here. We're gonna bring Taylor Westgate in. She was a monster tonight. Taylor Westgate, 27-16. How you doing? Keep it moving for Taylor Westgate. She had 17 and 8 in the second half. Taylor Westgate, 10 of 18 from the floor. How about 6 of 8 in the second half? You want to say hi to anyone back home real quick?
I don't know who's watching right now, but hi, everybody.
You were a woman on a mission now. You had 11 in that fourth quarter. How big was it for you guys to come back here after letting that one slip away at Marion Saturday?
Oh, it was really fun. I thought it was a really great team win. I thought we were having fun out there, and we really worked the ball and played together, so it was a really fun game.
I asked Kayla this. You guys started that second half on a 6-0 run, go up 51-45 after being tied at the break. How big was that run to start that third quarter off?
Yeah, that run was huge. At halftime, we really talked about defense and getting out on them, and I think that's what we did, and then it just went on a flow from there. So.
Got your 12th rebound of the year in 21 games. What's led to this dominant rebounding, owning the glass here in the sophomore season?
Yeah, I mean, I focus really hard on rebounds so I can get out and help my teammates push the ball, but they've been really encouraging and really cheering me on to get those rebounds. So.
How much fun do you have tonight?
A lot of fun.
Pretty good to come back in front of the home crowd in more than a month, right?
Oh, yeah, it was really fun.
All right, Tay, congratulations. Enjoy the rest of the night, have some fun, and we'll see you Saturday before Bethel.
Thank you.
That's Taylor Westgate joining us here on the Ivanhoe's postgame show, and that will leave the best for last. As you know, the head coach, Jody Martinez, he will probably have a lot of fun things to talk about. His team outscored MVNU 27-15 in the third quarter. They outscored the Cougars 42-30 after halftime, and they dominated the paint tonight, outscoring the Cougars 44-16. The Trojans had 5 in double figures for the 5 starters, and then Dale having the 16 off the bench. Hey, buddy.
We having fun?
You were you, but I was having fun, which is good. I mean, you need to be you, I need to be me, and
it's nice to be back home.
Yeah, you looked like you put 97 on the board. It wasn't bad.
Well, if you look at our offense production since Christmas break, we're up there. I mean, besides the Marion game, but you know that's tough to score there. But overall, I mean, we've been scoring a lot. I mean, we had 90 at Grace. No one's doing that. We had 100 at Bethel. No one, a few people have done that because of the style of play. We'll see what happens this Saturday. But the thing is, we put ourselves in a situation now with 5 games to go that we have a potential to lock up third and maybe even move to second, as crazy this year has been. And right now we are tied in the loss column with Mount Vernon, who we just beat. And they got to face Marion and Wesleyan yet.
Actually, you're one better in the loss column. They have 5 losses. You only have 4.
Okay, see, I majored in accounting. I should have been better than that.
So see, I'm cheating. I got a piece of paper in front of me.
Yeah, that's okay. So we're by ourselves in third in the loss column.
I think percentage points, they still have you by a couple of percentage points.
Yeah,
I think so. But either way, you're knocking on the door of.
But right now, we're third with the loss column. That's right, because we only have 4 losses right now, and 2 of them are to Marion.
Bingo.
Okay, now it's Mount Vernon's 5th loss, which puts them with Grace and St. Francis. Depends on how they are doing with 5 losses.
Let's go with that.
We're going to go with it.
Yep.
But the thing is, I told them a lot. Take care of each day. Just take care of each day. Let's get better every day. We know we got to make a run at the tournament if we have any chance for nationals. So we rebounded. We avenged the loss earlier in the year at their place that we blew. I thought our post players did a lot better second half for sure. It's just a good team effort. I thought Ariel did an unbelievable spark off the bench.
What got into her tonight? She was a woman on a mission in the first half.
And she practiced that way yesterday. In fact, Cassidy told me if I had to pick my clique, I picked Ariel. And the funny thing is she picked Clacy, and they both had 16, so we had a little debate on, who wins that battle. But we're settling for a tie. But, no, I'm just real proud of the girls, and it'll make workouts tomorrow a lot better for us. We finished with 3 more home games in our stretch with the conference. So let's just take care of business, Rick.
That was good. You guys outscored them 20. What did you tell them at halftime? You guys start 6-0, turn a 45 all tie, up 6-0, and you guys didn't look back after that.
I just said at halftime, number 10 had 21 points. So I challenged Meredith to get in her head, and Meredith did. Their offense was stagnant. I said, we rebound, we run the lanes, we're going to get layups or open shots, and that's what we did third quarter. We rebounded, ran the lanes. Kayla had layup, Placey had layup. We had an open look. We had Westgate get down there. And then on the post game, I told Taylor just to pause. Don't make the move. Let's wait and see if they trap. And then you're going to hear me say go or pass.
And you're loud, so it's easy to hear you.
Exactly, thanks. And so I thought Taylor Westgate definitely was the player of the game, hands down.
27 and 16.
And 4 assists.
And 4 dimes, yep. 2 blocks.
Yes, and I thought she did a great job of hesitating the post move.
What did you guys change anything defensively besides telling Meredith to make Peru's life difficult? Because she had 21 in the first half. You held her scoreless in the third, and until late she only had 4 free throws for second half scoring. She went just 2 of 4 in the second half. She only got 4 shots, let alone making them. She only took 4.
And that's what Meredith does a great job. Meredith is deceiving. They look at her short, slow, but her IQ makes her a great defender, and she gets in their head. She guarded number 15 in the first half. She only had maybe 4 points.
And that's
6.
She had.
First half.
She had 6. She finished with 12, and that's the third leading scorer in the league at 17 tonight.
Right, she's their leading scorer. Meredith got in her head early.
And she went 4 of 13 for the night.
And I really don't know how many of those points by either girl was actually on Meredith, to be honest with you.
On a switch or something, maybe.
Switch or sub. I subbed Meredith out both halves. I don't know. But the point is, Meredith did and she hit a big 3 for us that one stretch.
Yep.
But the thing is, Meredith's defense, and we commented on that in the locker room after the game, because I challenged her, and then I challenged the rest of the team to run the team pack defense. And I thought we did a great job when they run their offense where they attack baseline of taking away the middle, because I think we got 2 or 3 steals just by rotation.
Yep.
And that when you can disrupt a team's offense, it's going to get mental by them. And that's what happened when we got the big lead up to 18 or 19.
Yep.
And then we kind of did some bad delay decisions. We forgot to call timeouts under a minute twice.
Yeah.
We're supposed to meet the pass. We screwed that up 3 times, 1 on the press, 1 on our offensive set, and another time was on the delay. So that's 5 times we screwed up on possessions and 2 times where we should have called timeout. And I think we win by we win by maybe 19, 20.
Yeah.
But the fact is, we're going to take this win and go, and it's a good game. Amanda does a good job at Mount Vernon. A lot of teams got to go to Mount Vernon yet.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's going to help. I feel bad for this team. That's a tough gym to play, even though we did play well there, but they won that game. I think Mount Vernon is going to beat some people up in these last 2 weeks.
Welcome back, baby. Welcome back.
Yes, it's fun. To all the fans listening.
Hey, you want to say hi to your people? You haven't talked to your people in a minute.
I love my people, Nani and Papa. Hopefully Papa's doing well today. And just love everyone, and the Clay family if they're listening or watching, and my cousin Andre and whoever else may be out there. I know my mom and dad aren't watching. They don't know how to do technology.
That's okay.
That's what happens in your 80s, I guess, but they never want to learn. But no, life is good right now. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to believe it's February, and I'm just trying to keep them motivated because we've had a rough year. Like I said yesterday's practice, we didn't have Meredith practice, we didn't have Ava practice. So how do you get ready for a game like this, not knowing if Meredith is going to play or Ava is going to play? Well, Ava didn't play. Meredith played, but she was sluggish first half, but got going. And it's been like that all year. It's kind of like Christmas. I have no idea what presents I'm going to get at practice, or presents, players. I'm going to get at practice like presents. Yeah, they're a present to me, all right. All right, you got another one to get ready for.
Do you want to end it? I'm just going to put my head down here.
Yeah.
You can just end it.
As much as I'm looking forward to being your sidekick for baseball now.
17 days in case we're counting the 18th.
I got practice, man. I got to wait till March. March Madness, baby.
We're talking about practice.
But, just appreciate you, Rick. You do an outstanding job. I get so many positive comments about your broadcast, and I appreciate your excitement for my girls. They deserve it, first of all. They deserve it because they work so hard behind the scenes.
It was a big one.
Thank you.
Enjoy it. What are we having for dinner tonight? What are we getting?
Well, it might be cereal.
Ooh.
Because I want to stay and support the men's team.
Big one tonight.
I think it is a big one. I think we're playing so well defensively, and we can get the offense clicking on the men's side. I think they can make a run for the top 5.
You just want to watch. You want to see how many dunks Jason has. That's what you want to see.
You know what I love about that man? He's hitting a 3 now.
Yeah.
You know I'm a big man with the 3-pointer.
I know.
But he's hitting that 3. And I'm a big fan of Aaron too. Aaron he's a blue collar. I'm glad he transferred in, but man, I noticed it from day one when he transferred. And I told Josh, I got that dude's blue collar, punched the time clock, old school baby. And then he developed his 3-pointer this year too, which is nice to see.
The only thing you'd like better is if he wore 44 instead of 34, right?
Yeah, I'm not going to be picky, but when people wear 44, great things happen.
Yeah, but just look at Becca Books.
And no one's had it since.
I think it's because she doesn't want it. I think she's hoarding it.
Yeah,
she took both of them home with her, didn't she?
You're talking about the twins, Abdi and Becca. When we got beat at Marion, I had 2 people come up to me and goes, man, if you would have had the twins, we wouldn't have come close to beating you guys. I'm like, well, that's 2 years out. Thanks for bringing up the twins again.
Hi, Abby and Becca.
Yeah, if they're listening.
Abby probably is.
Who knows? I do miss those girls. I miss a lot of I miss my alumni. There's no question. All right, buddy, I got to get out of here.
All right, get out of here. Bye. We got the men's game coming up next. Bye.